All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we got a special one for you. We're going to be playing some Enshrouded. You guys asked for it. We're going to do it. I've got about 70 hours in this game, and I absolutely love it. So if you don't know what Enshrouded is, which I'm sure you do because you obviously are watching this video, it's an open world survival game, and it's really well done. There's a lot of, uniqueness to this game, what it kind of brings, and I love the lore. There is some reading, so if you prefer something that's kind of got voiceovers, you're not going to get a lot of that inside of the game. But the lore is really good as you go across. I also love that this game, you always feel like you're accomplishing something as you move. If you haven't made it far in the game, we're probably going to have some spoilers, meaning that I'm going to talk through things to make your journey a little bit better. Some things I wish I'd have known before I started playing the game. If you're watching this video and you've got some tips or tricks that you want to share, do me a favor, comment below. We'll see you guys on the next one, and let's start. All right, welcome in. We've just kind of finished what I would call the tutorial area, so you kind of know. Got a recipe unlocked for the workbench, and then of course we have these last return beacons. And if you don't know where these are, if you you get killed when you're out and around in the world, you want to open these up because it's going to spawn you back to that location. So that's kind of the good thing. The other thing I would tell you is if you accidentally lose something somewhere, like you get killed, and you'll know what lava is soon enough, don't worry. The game does a pretty good job of putting your stuff closer so that you don't have to go all the way in to get it. So that's pretty easy. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is if you press I, you can kind of go in and look at your backpack and the stuff that you have. I like to constantly be in here moving stuff around because there's just certain things that I don't. But down here in the current action bar, you have the Alt switch. So if I click that, you'll have two different that you'll be using through the thing. So that's actually a pretty cool little thing. The other thing is if you collect something like this rusty short sword, I don't really want it, right? It doesn't do anything for me because that's an 11. This is an 11. Now, these are different. You can see that this hatchet has 250 durability, right? Where this rusty sword only has 100. So I don't really need it. If I right click on it, I can salvage it. And then now I'm going to get these runes. You're going to need plenty of those runes. So just be collecting as much of that as you possibly can. What I'm going to tell you kind of starting off, you guys probably saw me doing it kind of in an introduction, is you need to be collecting everything here initially. I spend the first day just kind of running around collecting stuff. Like right there, you see I've opened up string. Collecting things will open up recipes. Okay, so if I go in and I press I again, and I guess we could talk about each one of these real quick. But if I go in and I look at crafting, you can see right here, all discovered recipes for this crafting station are saved here. So as you pick up rocks and sticks and berries and all the stuff you're going to be picking up, it's actually going to take care of that. You look over the left side there, you can see that it's going to help you navigate through the different categories if you choose to do that. You've also got fine requirements for ingredients. So like if I'm trying to craft a particular thing, this is where you find where that thing is or what you need to craft it. And then of course you can pen stuff, which is pretty nice. When I put a workbench down, I'm going to be able to craft other things. So just remember there's different stuff there that you can do. Honey, really good early game. If you guys are looking, one thing that you can kind of do, I'll go here and just kind of show this to you. If you left click on the honey, you can see right here, stamina recharge is one of the things that you're going to need. So anytime you see honey early game, collect it. You're going to get better stuff and have an opportunity to have better stuff later game, but really early game, you want to be collecting as much of the stuff as possible. And trust me, all of this stuff you'll use for something. So don't be throwing it away or thinking that you're not going to, you're going to use it. Okay. We need rocks. The reason that I know we need rocks, if I press V for crafting, I know that I need that. We're going to need to craft a flame altar here soon. That's going to take some stone. We need a workbench is all, so we need string. If I look at string, I'm going to need plant fiber. So right now I can go ahead. Let's just go ahead. And that was me collecting those bushes. I'm going to go ahead and get those done because I want that. Let's go ahead and craft the workbench. That way that's good to go. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of come down here real quick. I'm going to do like a little bit of a circle. This guy right here. Okay. These wolves early game, I know they're scary, but watch what I do. Control is your roll. So I'll actually go towards him and roll past him. And then bam. So you don't need to be scared of these fellers. Those anyway, there are other animals and stuff that you do need to absolutely be a little bit nervous about and be careful. But the majority of that stuff, you don't need to sweat it. Don't get over frustrated by or running away from them. They're really not that bad once you understand how to do it. So the wolves are probably one of the easiest ones. Okay, V again for crafting. So we're going to come in. I definitely want an axe because I need to start chopping trees, and we're going to need a pickaxe here soon. Okay. So again, what I like to do is come in, start chopping wood, getting the stuff that I need. You guys are going to see some of this now because I think it's important for you to see it. These trees right here, you have a chance. Resin's going to be another one of those things that you're going to need a lot of. That tree back there will every once in a while give you resin, but these trees right here with the leaves that are like that, see that resin just dropped? These are the best ones to get resin. One of the cool things about the game that I really enjoy, if you want this camp to be your camp and you want to take it over and build it up, you can. Oh, look at us, already level 2. I've also got skill points now, so that is awesome. So if I go into skills, here's your skill tree. Now you can choose whatever you want. If you kind of like a distance-based character, right, you're probably going to be up in the ranger area. You may even be down like wizard, battle mage, or good healer. I mean, all of them are kind of unique in their own way. We're going to be wizard for sure. I want to increase my endurance and increase my stamina because I know that we're going to need that. So we're going to increase that. I also note if I go across this line here, I also get stamina. Now, one of the other things that I would highly recommend is that you read through all these to understand what these are. Okay. One example is double jump. We absolutely want double jump. So this is going to be a path that we're going to go to. Another one is updraft. For when we get our glider, this is one that we're going to want. So what I'm going to do is, because I've only had 2 points, I know that I want endurance. I'm going to wait. I don't need this one yet because this is ranged. We don't really have a ranged weapon or anything that we can use. I'm actually going to hold my point because there's nothing that I can really do with it just yet. World map, you guys have seen this. I'm not going to bore you with it. It is a really big map. So just so you guys know, the journal, if you're looking at the lore is really good. So you can kind of come in and read through this. I highly recommend to do that your first time just to kind of get an idea of exactly what you're kind of getting into. You got to go click back down here. This menu is actually pretty cool because you can go through anything. So if you want to go through your craft people, you can click here. If you want to look at the workshop, I can actually see what I can do on the workshop, right? So that's actually pretty cool. So this is a pretty cool looking thing here. Your quests are here, so you can show it on the map. So if I press F, it's going to show me exactly where I need to go. Okay, so that's a nice little thing that they've added internal to the game. I think I'd mentioned right off the bat, one of the main things you need to be doing early game, break everything. What I would tell you though is like some of the best secrets in this game are actually in the game. So it's going to be like you're going to go into places and not realize that there's a place like right here, right? We've got like a little roof area up here. Let's see if there's anything up here. Yep, right there. And you're looking for these. So you're looking for these little orange type, fog things that are coming up here in the corner. And this is a new location that's actually been charted for me. Me breaking each one of these tables and stuff, I'm actually getting wood. Okay, right here, see this? That's a hidden door. You got to be looking for these too. Sometimes they'll pop up. So I spend probably the majority of my time, and that's good, we need bandages. The majority of my time, it seems like I'm spending actually like trying to see what's... Ooh, got me a rat right there. I'm gonna have me some rat stew later. Yeah. All of this stuff. You want to break it all. So I spend a lot of my time just kind of like checking out an area, right? And seeing what I can do. Like right here, it seems like it could be... Oh, I got over there. Like right here, chest. I probably would not have paid attention to that. I don't care about the flint arrows. I'm not going to use them. So you can just left click on the item that you want to take. That's usually what I end up doing. I'm not an arrow guy, so I don't get it. If you do like arrow, that's something that you're going to get. Then again, grab all this stuff. You'll be thanking me later. There's no reason to run around. Okay, we got some stuff in here. There we go. Well, I didn't really want to get in bed, but one thing I do want to talk about is the top left. You can kind of see that rested, inactive. I'm getting a sleeping and a comfort level. It's kind of giving me those levels. Those will change as you play the game and as you build out your base. All right. I like hitting those like right there. See, we got some animal fur. We can use that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move down a little bit. Boop. Okay, this right over here is actually the shroud. So we've got shroud in our area. I'm going to clear this out real quick, and then we're going to go into that shroud. I find that close to this starter base that you're not really going to have a lot of problems. I mean, obviously, I've got a lot of time in the game, so I'm not as nervous about it as I was when I first started playing. But the guys that carry the swords that are in this area are actually really slow. The dudes that have the spears are actually kind of fast. So this guy right here is a sword dude. I can hit him. I can sit here and hit him. And he's good. Like, now your weapon does matter in here. So depending on the weapon you have, you may not stun them. And that's basically what we were trying to do there, is stun them. That's good right there. We'll grab all these barrels and stuff. I want to do the best I can. We're going to build a little starter home for this first episode. And then we are basically, we've got kind of the start. I've got you guys moving along in the first episode. And then hopefully you're getting some stuff that you need. Okay, we're going to come over here. Let's go ahead and chop all this up. Now you can see that's a lot of stuff right there we just got. And this is the stuff that's going to just keep respawning back. So you can see it all on the left side of my screen right now. You'll see it all just starting to come in. Okay, these wells, Didn't understand this when I first started playing the game either, so I'm going to share with you because I don't think I understood exactly what was happening here. You can come and get water here each day. Well, really, it's not even each day. You can come here and get it all the time, but you'll see the water starting to stack off to the left side. Anytime you pick up something, I can't stress this enough. Anytime that you pick up something, you want to go in and just look at it. So if we look at the water, we can see what the water does for us, right? It gives us +1 endurance, +2 stamina recharge, and it lasts for about 10 minutes. So that's just one of those. Again, early game, really good. Okay, so we got one that's grilled red, and then we got one that's just regular red. Now, I know there's a bed over here, so you can see it's starting to get nighttime. When you start to see it like this, I highly recommend that you start moving back towards your base, wherever your base is. Don't get caught out. That's when all the creepies and crawlies start to come out, basically. So you don't want to be out there. You know, you get yourself dragged into something you don't want to be in. Now, I have two options with building. Option one is I could start my base over there if I wanted to. I prefer, like, we're just going to sleep here for the first night. Just make it easy. Okay, cooking, pretty easy. Again, place food in the action bar. Okay, just put it down there. Again, you can press I, go into your inventory, move it down into your bag, or you don't have to. Now, again, you can press Alt like this, and then I can just roll. So I'm using a mouse. I can just use that. And then we're going to come here to the meat. Once you put the meat in, it's raw. As soon as you hear it go, and you see it turn a color, it's done cooking. Okay, it's done cooking. If you don't do that, right, like you just let it cook, this is what's going to happen. It's going to give you like tar, right? So here it goes. That right there. So although tar is bad, look what it did. It gave tar wood block. So again, picking up stuff, grabbing stuff is so important in this game because it opens up other recipes and other things for you to do. Okay, so let's do this one. That's good. Food item offers something different. So based off the class you pick or skills you pick, it's important to kind of know what you're going to get from that. If we look at the purple berries, they give 2 health generation. I should have showed you also that cooking them actually provides a difference. Let's see. I forgot you can't cook the berries, but so for the berries, okay, 2 health. If I look at the mushrooms, before was completely different than now. So if you want to be a sorcerer or something else, you want to take these, the grilled mushrooms, right? Because it's giving you intelligence. And if you're not sure, you're like, man, I don't know what the difference is. You can go into character, look at your all attributes, and then you can actually hover over to kind of see what they are. So Constitution increases your health, Spirit increases your mana, Endurance increases stamina, Strength increases melee, Dexterity is ranged, and then Intelligence is magic. So very easy to kind of understand as you're going through. As you equip weapons and stuff like that, all of this is going to become apparent to you. So it'll be a little bit easier. So what we're going to do, we're going to come over, we're going to try to go to sleep. Okay, there we go. Now it is daytime. It's looking nice. One thing I want to show you also, as you look down here, my hatchet is pretty bad right now. Like it's not doing well. Well, if I go in, right, go to my backpack and I'm like, oh man, let me put this down. Guess what? You can't put it down yet. Right? So what we've got to do is we've got to throw down. So you got to put down the altar, right? To be able to put down and build and do the stuff you're doing. The other part I was talking about, this orange outline here, as that grows out, the things that are inside of it will no longer spawn back. So that's an important part to remember. So if I look here and I turn around, you can see how quick it's not going to take long for that stuff over there to be inside of this square. So just be cognizant of that. We got a guy coming. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay, we're going to roll by him. Yeah. There you go. Give me that meat, bro. So we'll come back in here. Let's alt just to move that. We're just going to set it here for now. Okay, we're going to commune. This is easy. This tells us, hey, now you can build. No issues, right? But I want to go ahead and do because we need to fix this hatchet because it's not looking too good. I'm going to go ahead and put that like that, and you can press R to rotate it, and then bam, we're good. If I press E, that automatically will repair the items that I have in my inventory. So if I look, bam, it is done. Let me show you something real quick. I wanted to show you the honey. So if you look up in our top left right now, you can see kind of where we are with, we don't have any buffs, right? So those 3 little circles up there kind of tell you like the buffs, and you can have 3 different buffs that are going in at the same time. So I could eat honey. I could also down here eat chicken and like, you know, like a mushroom, right? Like each one a little bit different if I wanted to. One of the things I want to show you is when I come up and I start to hit this tree, you can see that green circle right there, right? You saw how much stamina I had. One of the things that's nice when you eat that honey, look how fast that stamina starts to come back. It is important to do that. So when you're in this starter area, we're not going to do a lot of this on this video, but walk around here, pick up all this stuff. You know what I mean? Pick up all these mushrooms, pick up these rocks, Get it all. Trust me, it's a lifesaver, especially in this game. The idea of not eating food will be the reason that you get killed, is because you have no buffs on and stuff like that. And there's no reason not to do that. Okay, what we want to focus on now is we need to go ahead and we need to start to build stuff, right? Two things that you want to focus on when you get into the game is the glider and the grappling hook. These are two. I may go over other stuff in like smaller videos, but the glider's super easy to get. We need shroud wood. That's actually in the shroud. So you can go into the shroud and get that stuff. I mean, that would literally take us, you know, a few minutes to knock out. And then of course, the grappling hook, we need a string and then shroud spores. Now the shroud spores, you can already see that we have 5 because we've already killed some of those. So when you were coming through the intro area, you actually killed some of those. Remember the other area that there was shroud. And then if we look behind us, we actually have an area here that we could go into also. So you can tell it's not going to be hard for us to get these two. So get the glider and the grappling hook as one of your, you know, our next day. That's what we're going to be focused on, is getting those knocked out. I know I need the hammer out the gate. So let's go ahead and craft that. And then what's going to happen is for every 2, it's going to give you 100 of these blocks. Maybe I'll go 2,500. Now that's going to take up a block inside of our thing, but that's fine. The other thing that we want to get is a plant fiber roof. Things aren't really going to bug you. They're not going to come and bother you at your location. So you're pretty much safe. I don't need to spend a lot of time with this. We're going to make this easy, and let's take us down to about 10 left. Okay. So we got about 700 there. And then the final thing that I know that we're going to need that we can't craft in here, so we press V to go in, is we're going to need a campfire. Okay, and you're gonna need that to be able to sleep. Okay, so if I go down, I get onto the building mode, I'm gonna hit tab. Now this is gonna kind of tell us, hey, select the shape you wanna build and then hit space. That's easy. Right side, we're gonna select the material you want to build with. So we gotta hit control and then roll your mouse if you're using a mouse. And then down in the bottom, you have a sub menu by pressing Alt, okay? And that Alt will let us go up and down inside of the thing. So right now we got a 2mm is what we're using. If I press Alt, now I can go, I want a 4mm. I'm going to release Alt, and then now I can roll to put what I want. So right now we're going to focus on a floor. Okay. That's what we need right now. We're going to do a normal sized house. We'll just make it, you know, make it something easy. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put walls. I want to be able to see the flame. So we're going to put that there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this one here. So we're just going to do it like this. Well, so that way it looks uniform. This is going to be a door. Again, I'm just rolling. Press R to rotate. Okay, one thing, R again to rotate. Actually, we're gonna make this a door. Let's make it where I can go in both the front and the back. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put stairs here. I don't wanna have to worry. So again, press R. You can see how they are right there. That's easy. Now I can walk inside, and then the other side, back away a little bit. Bam, there we go. The other part that we wanna do is we wanna start to work on the roof. Again, I press Alt. You can see down here at the bottom, we want the 4M roof. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Press R to rotate. Okay, and it's looking pretty good. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press this again. I'm gonna roll up to the 2mm. I know what we wanna put is we wanna put some wood. So that's not the right size. Let's go down to 4mm. Yeah, there you go. You see how that's gonna be much better. So now in the corners, you know, I don't have to worry about that looking, oh, there we go. Okay, now the other thing that we know we want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of, so I'm gonna hit tab. Tab will take me out of this. We're going to come over here to our workbench. I can press E, hold it. I'm going to pick this crafting bench up because now we got ourselves a little house, right? I'm going to press Alt to see if it's there. It's not. So we're going to come into backpack. I'm going to bring that down. Let's just replace this. I can press 7, R to rotate. I like to look out when I'm doing this. Boop. Okay. Let's repair. That's good. Okay, the other thing that we need to put in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and press I. I wanna find the bed. You guys remember that I had the bed. So let's rotate that a little bit. Put this here in the corner. The other thing I wanna make sure that we have is the campfire. We need the campfire because that's how we're gonna be able to sleep. And then bam. So we got our initial start, all's well. I do wanna come over. One of the things I know we've got to get is we got to get a storage. So we need some more string. Obviously, with more string, we know that we need some stuff to be able to make that. So if we press I go in, I go to crafting, I look at what string is. So we need lots of plant fiber. We're going to go ahead and knock out 2 of those real quick. Come in. Again, this is a short term. I can only craft 1. That's fine. We don't need it for a long period of time. This is not, I mean, depending on what you guys tell me, we can absolutely build here or we can move. So I'll wait to see what you guys put in comments. There it is. Jeez Louise. Okay. And then we're going to press R to rotate and then boop. Okay, and now what we can do is I can press shift, and then I can just, basically holding shift, and I can just put this stuff inside of this storage area. Okay, there's only so much you can put in there. I highly recommend stuff that you don't mind losing. You can leave in your inventory out the gate. Stuff you don't want to lose, I would not have in there. Okay, like wooden arrows, talked about those earlier. I'm just deleting those. I don't need those. This other stuff we do need, so don't delete it. If you need something to craft, now here's the problem. Early game, you're not going to be able to go in here to craft, so it's a little bit annoying. But the good part is it doesn't take long to get to the point where you can make a magic storage unit. So it's really not going to be that far down the road we're going to be able to do it. One other thing that we definitely want to be able to create is the wooden doors. So again, string, you can see how important it is to grab these. One other thing that we will do is we need to come in here. So we'll just come in here and knock this out real quick. I don't have what I should have. Oh, see that guy right there? That guy right there is nasty, just so you know. Yeah, the spear dudes are not nice. So you got to kind of go in and watch your stamina. Well, you can see what I can do is I can hit him and I can roll. Okay, look at my stamina. I really didn't even need to roll, but we'll do it. Okay, and then with this guy, bam, you can see the stuff that you get. And then we've got room, so it's not, it's not scary at all. One bad thing about these areas down here is they are dark. Now, I don't worry about these guys again anymore. Before, when first time I came in here, man, I was overly worried about these dudes. I was like, oh man, this guy's gonna whoop me, man. Not realizing that they're super slow. Watch out for these things here. Watch out for those. Hit them. Back away, Okay, there's another one. Oh yeah, see that right there? See how it injured me, but also it injured him. Okay, there we go. Okay, good to go. Now, these areas down here, they've got a lot of stuff in here. So, like, don't be shy to come in here. You need to go into any of these spots that you find. You can do these a lot. So just because we cleared this now, it's going to be back. Okay, so like it's not like it's gone forever and it's not going to be here. It's actually absolutely going to be here. There's always stuff on shelves and stuff. As you get further in the game, you're not going to need to do this anymore. Like there comes a point where you just kind of like you stop breaking stuff. I mean, there really was, because I just don't need things. But just get in the habit of breaking stuff. Like even in here, look at all this stuff. So here's a little crate that we're going to come. Again, I can come in here at any time and get this stuff. I really didn't want that, but whatever. Again, this is not, I'm not telling you to do it because I don't do it. I'm telling you to do it because I definitely do it. Like this is, oh, I'm going to use my fist on that one, huh? We're just going to karate chop the crap out of that box. So you can see that we've cleared that for now, but it's going to come back, which is phenomenal because that means that we're going to get the opportunity to get it. Okay, and here we go. We got us another little wolf over here. So you need some meat. You remember there was a wolf over here? Go towards him. Bam, all day. Okay, so realistically, we've got everything that we kind of need here. I was hoping to find a little bit more stuff that we need. Take time to go out. Okay, like this right here we want. So we're going to go ahead and knock this down. We've also got, again, honey. Anytime you see honey early game, do it. There we go. Now, you may piss off the bees. And if you do, it is what it is. Make sure that you're looking everywhere. So you can see example here. I know that some of this stuff is here, but okay, that's good. We know the bush is here. Get some more twigs. Again, because I need some string, right? That's one of the key ingredients here we're looking for. I think what we probably could do before we end this video is kind of like the final pieces of this, because we had about a 5 minute, what even 5 minutes, probably about 4 or 5 minutes that we spent cutting wood. I think we could probably get the glider done real quick just to show you guys what that looks like. So let me run over there and then I'll be right back. So if you guys look, you'll see where the house is. It's right here. I can actually see it right there. So we've come right here. One of the cool parts about the game is you just got to pay attention where you can go down and stuff. We can actually go down right here. And that right there is Shroud. The cool part about that being the Shroud is there's wood right there. So we can actually come inside of here, chop down this tree, and we got us a little bit of shroud wood. Now, the other thing you do have to worry about is there's obviously going to be bad guys in here. Oh, here's something new. So that is a flower. Doesn't really give us anything, but it is something that we have now. We're going to flip over to our axe. Let's knock this tree down. At the top, you can see the Enshroud counters on. So this is important to know now that, we got about 4 minutes to get out of here. So get in, get out. All these things, see, I'm picking things up now. Now I can do the spiritual cane of the alchemist, which is awesome. So let me come down here. I see some more trees. We're going to grab them. Now you can't fast travel in the Shroud, but you can fast travel out in the regular world. So I'll show you that here in a minute. So if I'm lucky, there should be a guy over here. There he is right there. Oh, there's 2 dudes. Oh, there's a spear guy too. Okay, got him. Now you saw there's something in the ground there to search too. Okay. So you see, not bad. Make sure you're looking around yourself too whenever you're doing stuff. Now, if I open up real quick, because I'm just interested, I press B. Okay, I got 10 of these, right? And I think that's pretty close to what I needed to get the stuff that we required. I see something orange over there. We're going to head over there real quick just because we want to grab it. I don't know what it is, but we're going to grab it and see. We like stuff. I can also see that the sun's going down. So I know we're going to come back here. Oh boy. He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. There we go. Okay, he almost got me good. Oh, got a ring. Okay, that's 8 stamina, 10 health. Yes, please. Let's go ahead and equip that. If I look at my character, I can see now I've got the ring down there in the bottom left. So that's nice. The other thing I recommend, you know, and this is, there's nothing wrong. Remember, all this stuff comes back. Don't be shy to come back down here and get another ring. So, you know, you've got one ring, doesn't mean you can't get another. Okay, so here's a good thing. So these right here will actually let you increase your time again. So we're at 150 right now at the top. I hit E on this. Look at the time. Now it's 3-4. So it increased it almost all the way back up. It won't increase it all the way. I don't believe. I think what it does, it only increases just a little bit, but that is perfectly fine. Oh, we got some resin out of that. That's always a good find. Anyway, we know we can come back down here. We know we got a ring here. That's nice. Looks like we got some kind of pathway here. So the thing I wanted to show you, the other thing that's nice, is once you get up, now you see the shroud, that shroud counter just goes away. So we know we're good. If I press M, I can actually go in, and now I can fast travel back home. So you don't have to run all the way back. So when you're putting these down, remember that the flames become your fast travel locations. Okay, so they're more than just, you know, a place to put your house. All right, let's fast travel back. All right, well, I hope that that helps you guys on this first one. If there's anything I missed, kind of like what I would say early game, for those that are watching, do me a solid and put in the comments. I look forward to you guys enjoying the next video. Day 2, and we've got pretty much everything. I mean, all we got to do now and on the next episode is we'll go ahead and go straight into the glider and straight in on getting our grappling hook, which we've got all the materials, so we're good to go. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one.